Today's Tuesday, it's the 6th of February 2024, and well, I'm in the shade, or at least that's what the sign says on there. So this is where you actually get your tickets. I'll tell you about that in a moment. Anita's gone to the Cruz Roja, which is the one of the hospitals here, run by the Red Cross, and it's sort of a charity hospital. But they also do some NHS work here, and a friend of ours has to go for an x-ray today, so she's accompanying her just to keep her company while she's waiting there. So while she's doing that, I've come to the Sombra. But what's that all about? Well, this is well, I think it's quite a magnificent building. What happens inside, you might have a different opinion. Well, let's have a look. Sign there that says Plaza de Toro. It looks so dark to me I can't see it. This is referred to as the Palma Gate, Puerta de Palma. A nice plaque there, recognising the architect who is responsible for this Coliseum. Locally, it's referred to as the Coliseum. In fact, it's the Coliseum of the Baleares, and well, it is reminiscent of that Coliseum in Rome. Nice staircase there. Unfortunately, the gates appear to be shut. I'll have a little walk around so you can see lots of it. And well, I've been here a few times, and well, I sat in the Sombra. Sombra is the shady side of this place. I don't know if you can see up there, but you've got the name of it. It's called the Plaza de Toros. And just come up here, you can almost hear the music playing as the bulls go into the ring. So Coliseum of the Baleares, and it's the Plaza de Toros. It's the Bullring, it's the Palma Bullring, but you're not going to see many bullfights here anymore, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your point of view. It is still used though, and it's used more for shows and concerts. I'm going to continue walking around and just have a look what's on the outside. It dates back nearly 100 years, so it was actually built or completed and inaugurated in 1929, and it was made as a replacement for the original Bullring, which was further in Palma and much smaller. And I don't think any of it actually exists anymore. I will go and try and discover. This was inaugurated in 1929 and became, over the years, one of the most important bull rings in the whole of Spain. And just over here, you can see that other tickets are for the Sol side. If you buy tickets on that side, you end up in the sunshine, and the bullfights were fought in the daytime, and the sun powering down on you, particularly if it was July or August, to be really hot. So yes, I have been to a bullfight here. It was a long time ago, and I went with a couple of friends, John and Martin, and in those days the tickets were 10,000 pesetas, so that gives you a clue as to how long ago it was. 10,000 pesetas in those days was £50, so it was not a cheap day out. 6 bulls, and 6 bulls were killed on that day, and that's what happened pretty much every day of the week. Not here, but throughout Spain. And as a new teacher here, when you used to get home from work, from school, every afternoon there would be a bullfight on the TV, or it seemed like that to me. And each time it would be 6 bulls that were killed, unless the bull won, of course, which was not very often. And this is where we came. But it's also been used for lots of other things, and actually around about 6 or 7, 8 years ago, can't remember now, bullfighting was actually banned in the Baleares, and that led to a bit of a constitutional issue, because the central government said you can't do that because it's part of our constitution or part of our way of life, and so it was overturned. But still, You don't really get much in the way of bullfighting, at least here in Palma. Maybe in other parts of the island, but not here in Palma. So the Bullring here is used for shows, and one of the first shows we ever came to see here was Status Quo, rocking all over the world they were, and they came to Palma, and this was one of the places that they played. It was a fantastic concert. We actually took our 2 children, who were quite young at the time, and the stage was set up, and it was a really good rock concert. Really enjoyed that. And much more recently we came here to see Carmina Burana, which was an amazing show, set up really spectacular with hundreds of performers, and really enjoyed that one too. But it's not just that, they have like motorcycle activities here and other shows. The German company takes it over quite often in the summer for concerts, and a few years ago the Spanish students came here, and came here just as COVID was hitting, and it caused the widespread of COVID here in Mallorca and onto the mainland. So that's a little bit of the history of it. It's really an amazing building. I have read that there were tours, but there's obviously nothing going on now. Maybe if you get more into the summer. But I do find it just this magnificent structure. I'm going to have a walk around this side. I don't know whether you'll be able to see much else. I've never really walked around it before. We've just come here to concerts. So I'll have a little walk around and see what I can find. Just across the road, it's school finishing day. Finishing the day, it's just after 3 o'clock, and parents are waiting outside. Well, I'm just walking around this side now of the Bullring, and you can see there's certain other gateways here, which I'm guessing were used when people came out to leave the place, so they could leave fairly quickly. But it's got lots of graffiti here, as you might expect. And here's another one. I think they would probably be opened on days just so people could exit the building and go as quickly as possible. I come now to another gate, which you can actually see through a little bit and get a slightly different view. A little bit overgrown, but there's another gate on the side there. I'm going to carry on walking around, and I'll catch up with you as we go around the corner. I'm just coming around the corner now, and we've got another long wall, so I'll catch up when we get to the next gate. I'm just coming up to the gate on the opposite side of the building. Now I can see a little bit more and a little bit different view. And I'm guessing that this is probably where the bulls were brought in and led through the door there so that they could enter to fight. Some of the most famous bullfighters in the world came here, and the only one that springs to mind is El Cordoba. And the Bullring itself will hold over 10,000 people. So not huge on modern standards, but really quite a big stadium, and really quite an impressive one. It's a pity we just can't get inside it though. And we're just coming now towards the end now, and it's just an apartment block right next to it. I'm guessing the people on the top floor might have an interesting view. Well, I'm guessing I may have saved many of you a journey from coming up to the Plaza de Toros, there's not a lot to see other than what you've seen in the video, unless of course the gates are open and you can actually get inside. If there's a concert on there and it's something you like, then it's certainly worth a visit just to see what it's like in there. And if they do open up and have open days so you can walk around and see it, then I think you'll probably find that quite interesting. But just from the outside, it's a magnificent building, and I hope you're enjoying that. And the school's finished across the road, but they've just closed this road and they put some markers, so I think they're going to have a race here. All very interesting. Always something going on in Palma, always something going on in Mallorca. Thanks very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now. And just before I go, that's the road. The road's been completely closed off. Police are here, and all of these markers. I think there's going to be some racing going on. It's Carnival week, and so I've just seen people getting ready with costumes and all sorts of things. So could be something to do with that. I really don't know.